Dan, this is why people don't like politics. When you ran to succeed me, I endorsed you, and you ran on my record. Every mail piece that was sent out, my face was plastered on it, my name was all over it, my quotes were on it. You called me a champion of tax cuts and less government spending. You called me a man of integrity, a man who you have learned a lot from and would like to model yourself after. 4 years later, we're running against each other, and here you are. Listen, my record's not without fault. This felon voting, I have no recollection of that. If I voted for that, then that was a bad vote, and I regret it. I'd have to look at it and see what was in context and what all the bill was, but you take a record that, I think you'll concede I never voted for a tax increase. I think you'll concede that I've fought wasteful spending, and then you pick a few here, half-truths here, half-truths there, put this picture together and try to paint something that is just absolutely not true. The presidential primary, my bill was to have Republican caucuses and Democrat caucuses paid for by party expenses. The Democratic Party came in and voted it down and amended it. And then I ended up dropping the bill and didn't pursue it over in the Senate. And the senator, Democrat senator, ran all the way through. $20,000, Dan, you know, that was general improvement bills. This, again, it's just this general improvement bills that I did a bunch. I did fire stations, I did everything else, and $20,000 for a group that was chaired by Warren Stevens, who doesn't need $20,000, but they were giving scholarships to low-income kids to attend schools, Christian schools, and I thought it was a worthy program. Now, I did end up, after I went to law school, there was a little scandal with the director, and they asked me to come over and work part-time at Children's Scholarship Fund. Didn't take the money. In that session, at least not while I was there, I don't know what happened after, but when I was there, I know they didn't take the money. After that session, when that bill came up, I voted against my own bill. I didn't want to spend any of the money, including my own, because it was wasteful. I then led the effort to shut down the session. First time, I think, in history, I'm not aware of any other time, where we shut down the session. A few Republicans and a few very courageous conservative Democrats shut down the entire session without a budget. And we went home without a budget because we didn't want to spend that money on wasteful pork barrel spending. Unfortunately, they reconvened and ended up passing the budget and spending it. But this is what is frustrating, quite frankly. Dan, I want to tell you, you're a fiscal conservative. I don't have any. I could pick out things here or there, and I'm sure I could create this image that's not fair to you. And I'm a fiscal conservative. And there's no denying it. Anybody who objectively looks at it will say that. And the Ben Courier said that. And anybody who knows me or served with me or even followed the record will confirm that. And it's frustrating to run a campaign where these types of things go on. We know each other for a long time. You know my heart, you know my beliefs, and I know yours. And I think we're both quality candidates. We're both conservatives. And I don't think that this serves the public well or democracy well to engage in this type of politics.